Sayin.
Hello and welcome back to What You Saying, the show that looks at all things online in the world of football. I'm Lumos
Bhav.
What happened to the Bollywood, man? Are you dropping the Bollywood?
Just not feeling like it today.
Wow, another depressing weekend for Arsenal fans, isn't it?
Yeah, depressing because, you know, sometimes you take the piss out of teams, i.e. Man United. You mock them for not scoring a goal, you mock their new signings and all that stuff, and then your team goes and does the same old
I just keep my mouth shut until we play, man.
I don't know how to do that. I need to learn that, you know.
Especially supporting Arsenal should know better.
Nah, listen, man. You know, United. So you gotta keep the banter going.
Yeah. Before we get into the show, make sure you follow me on social media at Lumos7.
Yeah, follow me at Basil on Instagram and Twitter, and subscribe to my channel Basil road to 10,000 subscribers. All
right, so the main problem we're having at Arsenal now, Arteta's managed to tighten up the defence. We're not letting in as many goals. Clean sheet on the weekend, but the goals ain't coming, man. And the key element here is we're not getting goals in from midfield, and one of our main strikers, Lacazette, he's not producing. He hasn't scored. Here's some damning statistics here. Ozil hasn't assisted an away goal in 2 years in the league, and Lacazette hasn't scored an away Premier League goal in pretty much a year now. It was February 9th last year, so it is really bad.
2 years.
2 years.
2 years. 2 years! Oh, God. What have I done? This guy used to be, Ozil in particular, used to be the assist king, you know, 20 assists, 15, 10 at least a season.
Yeah.
2 years, no away assists. He's at 1 assist this whole season or something.
But then,
like that.
does that come down to the fact that the strikers aren't hitting as well? Like,
the thing with assists is assist relies upon your goal scorer, who takes the chance in that.
Yeah.
So it could be down to them, but we've got two of the best strikers in the world. Aubameyang, Lacazette, Pepe's there as well. He had more assists with Giroud. You know, so I don't know, man. He's making chances, we know that. But,
he's creating a lot of chances.
but not as much as he used to. But then again, look, he's getting to that age now,
he should be getting on the score sheet as well. I saw he had a shot on the weekend. But
he's like, let me shoot, lads.
But he's not. You know, he doesn't seem convincing when he does it. I want to see more attacking threat from Ozil. But what do you guys think? Do you think now in the summer we need to be looking to move on these two?
Yeah, Lacazette in particular now. Lacazette's something that it's hard, man, because you love him as a player. You know, as a fan, fans love him, and whenever you go to a game, everyone's chanting his name. But then when he does, not score a goal in an entire year, yeah. And when even though prior to that, it's not like it was stunning before that. Even prior to that, his away goals were against Huddersfield and Fulham. So they ain't like he's scoring against top teams. He just, I don't know, man. He looks like a different player to what he was last year. And I'm not really wanting to talk about weight, but he looks heavier.
Yeah.
I don't know. Last year
he's also going through some,
confidence.
No, I'm talking about personal shit off the pitch.
Oh yeah.
He's got something going on with his missus and that. Yeah. So that can play a lot. That can play a lot on your mind. But even before that, all that story broke out, he was still off form. So I don't even know how much of a factor he's playing.
He's moving like Shakira on the pitch. What was he doing? Like this all this backing off, and then just listen. Go on Twitter right now, and search up Lacazette highlights, and you will see the flurry of memes of people twerking. I just started to talk about it, but it's like, come on, Lacazette, man, you're meant to be the guy like we can rely upon, and a year without an away goal, it's not good enough.
Yeah. So what do you guys think? Let us know in the comments below. Now let's hear what the fans had to say after the game against Burnley.
On the positive, I think Mustafi had a great game, but on the negative, like, Leno made some good stops, but he's so slow with the transitions, and that were a couple times.
We were all saying that he does move the ball. He seems to move the ball very slowly in the transition, which then invited them onto us.
And it's one thing when it's, it's a goal kick or you've got the ball at feet, but when you've caught the ball and you can see there's a break on, get going, and he's just taking his time. And I think that's one area of his game where maybe Martinez is a better option. His distribution's much better. He's a lot more cocky and confident with it, and there were just so many times in this game where you're looking at it and you're thinking, are we at the point where we're coming away to Burnley and paying for a draw? That's how it felt.
So Issa makes a good point there about Leno's distribution. Like, he takes a bit too long on the ball. I think that's one thing where Martinez is a bit better at. He gets the ball out faster. He gets the attack starting a bit faster.
I mean, when you say he's faster, what he does, he panics a lot more. Basically, he gets the ball. He's not as good with in terms of accuracy.
Okay.
So he's like, I'll just boot it. Whereas Leno is a bit more, he calculated, he wants to find a pass.
Well, he's doing too much calculation.
Bro, listen, I've seen Edison hold the ball up until someone presses him on the goal line. So it happens at the top clubs. And let's not forget Arteta's philosophy as well. His philosophy is to attract players and then evade the pressure.
Yeah, but he's literally.
I mean, if you're talking about... Yeah,
look at the comments here, because here's what Anthony W said, right? He said, Leno thinks he's an outfield player and holds the ball up too long, which stops our counter-attacks.
I hear that,
down the
I
counter.
hear that.
And also what Ashley said here is... Leno can't play out the back, he's way too slow, he puts us under a lot of pressure. Just like he said, playing out the back is the point, is to invite pressure, but then there's like a balance you got to find. And this one here, from Make the UK Great Again, and you get out, because Brexit's happened now, get out.
Hey, have you seen that thing, by the way, the two girls?
Oh, yeah, let me just read this comment here and get into that. Leno allows the other team to get back into shape, and that's a key problem. With the counter-attack, you want to hit them on the break, catch them slipping. We don't really do that. It's taking too long. So just put down the calculator and get the ball moving.
I hear that argument in terms of counter-attacks, so like not even just distribution, like kicking-wise, but throwing-wise as well. Like he holds the ball in too long. But in terms of on the ball, when you say invites pressure, that is the whole point of Arteta's philosophy.
Yeah. No, I'm not.
Invite that pressure.
I'm not got any problem
you
with
want
it,
the opposition to press into you so high because it will open the gap up.
It's how long you're doing it for. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I don't mind it with his feet, to be fair. But
and also, a lot of the time when he does it, the pass that he makes after, it's not penetrating pass. He's just passing it to the
I hear that.
Listen, and then they end up passing back to him and all that shit. So
I mean, if you want, you can bring him a pair check. You know, if you really want, you really want. But listen, I think Leno's a player. Yeah, I hear that. You can criticise him here and there, but still Leno, innit? Leno's still by far best goalkeeper, and he's better than Kepa as well, by the way. Who may I just say?
Lampard doesn't like, apparently.
He got benched by Willie. He got benched by a Willie, and you want to compare him to Leno? A Willie, bruv. Come on, man.
There's another fan cam, and this guy is making a point that we should move Aubameyang into the middle.
Some of the team selection as well, I had to question him quite a lot, because you look at physicality, I'm thinking Ozil, even though he wasn't that bad today, but I'm thinking he's going to get out-bullied, this and that. I think I don't want to see Aubameyang out wide anymore. He needs to be through the middle. Lacazette, the main reason why I put him in the team is to hold up. He couldn't even hold his shorts up today, never mind the ball. So for me, if he's not doing that job, there's no reason for him to be in the team, because he hasn't scored, 9 games? You've got to be taking him out and putting Aubameyang. I'd be going for Aubameyang through middle, Pepe one side, Martinelli other. That's what you're going to do, so leave it.
Yeah, so this fan makes a point that, Lacazette should just be starting in the middle with Lacazette dropped to the bench.
You said Lacazette starting in the middle?
Huh?
You just said Lacazette.
Oh, sorry, Aubameyang in the middle with Lacazette dropped to the bench. I made a point last week that I'd like to see Lacazette try that number 10. A couple of people came from my head at that one. Like I said, I just wanted to see it happen. I wanted to experiment with that against even these lot.
Lumos don't know ball.
Or against Portsmouth. But after yesterday's game, I'm just thinking, do you know what? Just drop him all together and just bring him off the bench. Help him get his confidence back that way.
Then? Like in terms of that role for Ozil plays.
Let's play Ceballos, bruv.
Listen, I've got my theories about that,
Let's play Ceballos. Let's play Ceballos.
Nah, Ceballos, he's more of an 8 than a 10.
Listen.
I don't know, man. And also, going back to Ozil yesterday, right? I don't want to come across a fanboy, but I am going to come across as one, right? But scapegoating Mesut Ozil for yesterday's performance, of all things. You can scapegoat him in the past, cool, fair enough, right? But of all games yesterday, where we made chances after chances in the first half, and our strikers don't take them, and then I go into social media and I see Mesut Ozil getting called out for it.
What about the second half? What about that stupid booking you got?
The stupid booking. So you're really thinking me? You're telling me the whole social media's gone mad on Mesut Ozil?
No, but those things play a part, man.
Nah, but I'm more saying.
This is why man don't have Ozil in their fantasy teams.
What I'm trying to say here to you, right, is we made our chances in the first half. If anyone is to get the blame for that performance or that result, it's the strikers. But it seems to me right now with Ozil, right, is.
But the reason why Ozil gets scapegoated is because it's just another game where he hasn't done anything major. It's another game where he hasn't unlocked. It's
would you be saying that if we'd won the game and the chances that he made would
No, he wouldn't. No one would be getting onto him.
Exactly. But so whose fault was that then?
It is down to the strikers.
Exactly. So what? No, listen, what I'm trying to say, right?
But a lot of the brunt's going to come onto him as well. It's unfair to an extent, but it's going to happen.
What I want to stop seeing.
Sorry to cut you, especially with the wages.
That's what I'm saying. That's what it comes down to all the time. But at the same time, what I'm saying is, with Ozil, no matter if he's bad or good, if Arsenal lose, it's always his fault. That's what it is now. And it's not just Ozil, there's other players as well. Xhaka's and Mustafi's, they become scapegoats now. If Arsenal put in a poor performance, it might not be their fault, but it becomes their fault.
Speaking of Xhaka and Mustafi though, they've turned things around recently.
Yeah, they've turned things around.
A lot of people are bigging up Mustafi on the weekend as well, saying he was excellent, had a good performance. Xhaka had to fill in for Saka at left back because he got injured. Hopefully he's alright. And them two have done quite
I think what
recently.
Arteta has done with the defence, he's not exposing them as much. He's playing an actual defensive midfielder, by the way, who Torreira, when he plays, looks great. And then Xhaka, he's not exposing his weaknesses on the ball, where he gets pressed in the midfield, he drops him deeper. And Mustafi himself, I've always said Mustafi's a good player, it's just the mistakes. And I still think he'll make those mistakes, but
he's always got the one mistake.
Yeah, and it's the worst mistake, you know, it's the worst one.
So here's the comments for saying, Joy Thabo says, Lacazette has more yellow cards than goals in 2020.
Phil Jones has more away goals than Lacazette does.
Turf Talk 1882 says, I'm being honest here, lads. It wasn't a fair result. Burnley dominated the game and deserved all 3 points. So that's a Burnley fan.
Bollocks! No, we had chances to win that game.
We did have chances to win that game.
So what's his dominating shit, bruv? Only because they had a few chances in the second half. One, if I can think of one.
Well, they kind of almost scored as well. And they were putting a lot of pressure on, man.
It was more balls and hope and hit, basically.
Yeah, what?
You know what I mean? We were actually making chances in the first half. And Saka was the one when he went injured.
Kelechi did make the point that when he came off, it kind of killed our momentum as well.
Yeah, true say.
Okay, so let's get into the memes. Alright, so before we get into the memes, I know what you're thinking. What's going on here? Well,
what's that all about?
I'm going to New Orleans in a few days with Robbie, Troops and Brennan for Coup Gras.
Any more space on the private jet?
Nah, man, you'll be all good. So one day, man, one day. Get the Bollywood brand up, man. They'll be flying you out all over the place.
We'll go to India, mate.
But because you know it's Black History Month in America right now, they gave black people the shortest month in America. Give the UK a bit of credit. They gave us October over here. But you know, I'm representing with the afro. You get me? Nah, I'm just joking. I'm getting my hair done tomorrow. But I know the comments are going to be making all kinds of jokes. So let me just give you the context of what's going on here. All right. So yeah, first me, man.
Alright, so obviously United played on Saturday, was it? Yeah, it was Saturday.
Yeah.
And like, I tweeted that before, and I said before the game even started, I said, if Bruno Fernandes does not drop an 11 out of 10 performance, I'm talking 3 goals, 3 assists, right? You're going to get slated. Because do you know why? It's because of their fault, United fans. Yeah, not all of them, obviously the ones on Twitter. Pepe. Remember that? Yeah. You really think we're going to forgive you for that and just let you off?
He's going to be on a big microscope.
Listen,
by all
we're
fans.
onto him already, yeah? We're onto him. I'm not saying he's a bad player because he's a good player and he actually looked pretty decent. But
one thing that stood out for me about him, make a point actually.
Yeah, but listen, man, United fans, you have to understand because these men are crying. By the way, now they're going, all Arsenal fans do is look at our players. It's what you've been doing for the last fucking 3 months, right? So why do you now cry about it? You know, always the victim, never your fault. Let me just say.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah. So I could see a few clips of him like proper like instructing these men, telling them what to do. So I think he's gonna have a good influence on the team. But also I think it was Ian Wright or someone else I saw make the point that he had a poor game and they've seen other players, the likes of him having poor games because of the team he's in, like Pogba basically. Like you can see he's got the talent, he has the influence, but everything else around him is just a complete shit show. He's having to tell I saw one clip, he's telling Lingard to run into space. Lingard's gone out on the right where there's 2 other man.
James or Lingard?
No, it was Lingard.
Okay, it was Lingard.
There's 2 other man out there, and then there's a part where he was like trying to instruct James to say like, listen, just you make the runs, I'll find you. So
I'm sure he'll be a decent player, but for now, Perry Ross Barkley. That's what he is to me.
Perry.
And so in terms of the memes of the game, obviously, after the game, Fernandes was quick to swap his shirt.
Yeah.
Like, now come on, this is your first game for Manchester United. Yeah, surely you would keep that shirt as a memento.
Oh, yeah,
it's your
that's
first
true.
game, right?
Yeah, it's true.
But
actually,
he was quick to change his shirt with one of the Wolves players.
That was another Portuguese player as well, isn't it?
I'm not quite sure. He came from Olympiacos, that's all I know. He's the guy that the commentators are comparing to Hazard because of his haircut. But yeah, so Fernandes, I said, this is what one game next to Andreas Pereira does to you. Fernandes is not having it. Look here. And there's another one. Wait, move on. De Gea didn't recognise him after the game. He's just shaking his head like, oh, alright, he's a normal player. And to be fair, he suits that Wolves kit. Because of course, they got a lot of Portuguese players as well.
Yeah, man, Portugal FC.
Exactly, Portugal FC. Oh yeah, so obviously Adama versus Luke Shaw was never gonna. To be fair to Luke Shaw, right?
He done alright.
He done alright.
Yeah.
You know, he done alright. It wasn't like Pepe versus Luke Shaw. But yeah, here's a meme from Rizzy United. Adama going up against Luke Shaw. So yeah, watch it.
Get out of here, man. You ain't training with me no more. Are you out of your mind? Eat out, bro. Eat out.
Marcus Rashford, you know, he got injured Is it his back?
It was against Wolves and the FA Cup, sorry.
Carrying Man United as well.
Yeah, carrying United.
Back injury.
Carrying Jesse Lingard.
So this is what the statement he put out. He tweeted this after his injury. He said, "On the pitch or not, Man United fans don't get bigger than me." He's saying I'm a big Man United fan, basically. "You best believe I'll be involved in team meetings, team huddles, and team sessions throughout this recovery." And then in the comments, I looked at the comments and you see a lot of fans saying, "Yeah, Rashford, real red, blah, blah, blah."
Passion and desire.
Obviously, they're comparing him to Pogba, innit? Because Pogba's been kind of doing his own thing in his rehabilitation.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what he was kind of, I think he's kind of distancing himself from the way Pogba's been behaving. But, and I'm not dissing Pogba for that, you know, it's your recovery, so do whatever best suits your recovery, right? But
no, right, you've got to be there.
But for Rashford to make these statements now, and then to go and do the pretty much exact opposite. Like, he went in Manchester on Saturday for the game. Where was he? He was in Miami.
For the Super Bowl.
Yeah, for the Super Bowl parties. He's there with Meat Mill, Kevin Hart, DJ Khaled, Jay-Z. I mean, Rashi's living it up, man. Big up Rashi, and Shaquille O'Neal, well. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like, see Rashi, like, listen, let him do his thing, you know, because he's their best player by a mile. Obviously, when Pogba's not fit as well. So that man can go, you know, chill in America and
listen,
that.
For me, it's all good, yeah, but you shouldn't have made that statement, bro.
Graham Souness right now, you know what he's doing.
You shouldn't have made that statement, fam, because now you look even worse.
Yeah.
All right, so another thing with Man United, you guys have provided us a lot of content this week, and a section of Man United fans, just like last time we spoke about Man United fans, not all of them, a small minority, they went to Edward Wood's house, letting off flares and fireworks, and you know, I'm not condoning that, but the memes that came from it, they're quite funny. Yeah. So there's one showing like Edward talking into his roast with all these fireworks going off. It's funny, man.
Bro, United fans are so like, you know, they're so violent, man. I swear. Some of them obviously, like the chants of "I want you to die," and then throwing flares into his house.
They've had enough.
As if the clubs that get relegated into, you know, will go into administration. Bro, you're 5th in the league or 6th now. You know, you're not that bad. You know, you've just spent 50 million pounds on a player that you've courted for ages.
55.
Yeah, for whatever it was. You got fucking Pogba for 90. You got Maguire. You got all these man. You got Lukaku on loan. Well,
Lukaku's on Alexis.
You got Alexis on loan. You know, and listen, it's not you know Woodward's fault. You know, so
it is Woodward's fault.
No, mate. It's Ed. We love you. Yeah, keep doing your thing. Yeah, I think you deserve to stay there for at least another 20 years, mate. United fans deserve you.
So big game on the weekend was Man City versus Tottenham. Quite a few controversial moments in the game. What I found hilarious in that game, right, was the fact that they took like 2 to 3 minutes to bring back the penalty decision.
Exactly.
I thought that wasn't allowed to happen.
I thought something else happened when they gave the penalty.
Yeah.
But then I was like, oh, it's that. That's mad, you know, because a lot of stuff could happen in that 2-3 minutes. Yeah. Someone could make a foul, someone could, you know, get injured, and then, you know, penalty.
Yeah, I thought if play resumed, then you think. But this is a funny moment in the game.
This is class.
So after Lloris saves a penalty, and you can see Mourinho celebrating. I think the ball rebounded, so Sterling ran to go and, you know, try and get it, and then it was a contentious moment. I thought it was a penalty, a second penalty.
I think it was a penalty as well.
Yeah. So Lloris misses the ball, Sterling beats him, and he gets brought down. But the ref doesn't give the penalty. So then Mourinho's assistant is reminding him that, you know, Sterling's already on a yellow. So if it's not a penalty, then he should get booked for diving.
Yeah.
And Mourinho literally just goes from 0 to 100, sprints up to the 4th official.
Yellow card. And
he's like,
but you see the 4th official reactions, like, he's like, whoa, what's this all about? Wait. But nah, man, do you know what Jose, right? As much as I don't like him as a manager now, this is what Mourinho's about. This is a classic Mourinho moment. And I bet you he knew that was gonna happen as well.
Yeah.
You know, add to the collection of Mourinho gifts. Look at his face, man. He's like So obviously with the Super Bowl recently, obviously the halftime performances, J-Lo, Shakira. And there was
a lot of booty.
Yeah, no, there's a lot of booty. You know. And so obviously, man, going back to Lacazette, this season he's been known for being twerkazette, you know. Twerking as in when he holds the ball up, you know, his back's into players and that. But yeah, so someone's got a gif of Shakira and J-Lo twerking and said, Lacazette 2019-2020 highlights, goals and assists. Lacazette, man, this is where you got to score goals.
Yeah,
you know, this is where you got to score goals.
Yeah.
Yeah. Another one, obviously.
Is this a secret behind Mustafi's upgrading form, like the new trim?
Someone, do you know what this Harvey from the live stream was saying? If you look at him with a trim, he looks like Bazinga.
He does, you know.
He looks like Bazinga, you know.
And now he's actually starting to look more Albanian as well.
Yeah, normally do. Virgil van Dijk, come out, we need to talk, and it's obviously Mustafi with the
Do you know the best thing about this though is Aubameyang's commentary, bro. He's so funny, man. Please stay, Oba, please.
Please stay. Okay, that's...
All right, so there's a funny one. It's not actually, it is funny and it's not funny at the same time. So
Yeah.
GFFN, that's Get French Football News, have reported that 2 lawsuits have been filed in Paris against EA Sports, arguing that FIFA Ultimate Team should be classified as gambling. For those that don't know, Ultimate Team is a game mode in FIFA where you can
buy packs
by making in-game purchases, or you could play and earn those coins or whatever. Obviously, playing to earn the coins is going to take much longer. So the case here is a guy called Mamadou. He's 32 years old and he's behind on his rent payments because he's addicted, and he spent 600 euros on packs, and so far the best player he's got is Kostas Manolas.
I feel that.
See that Manolas is catching a stray there as well. Like,
I feel that.
He said he doesn't even know who he is. That's Pete.
I feel that. But do you know what? If it is classed as gambling, then why are people that are like kids that are young allowed to play it then?
That's what they say. They want it to be classed as gambling.
Oh, so then kids can't play it?
Then kids wouldn't be able to play Ultimate Team.
But you know, that's not gonna happen. You know,
Yeah.
kids are the only ones that play Ultimate Team now. Like, you grow out of it, obviously.
Yeah,
but
bruv. That's like that to spend that. You're a big man, 32, bro. If you're gonna be if you're a big man spending that kind of money on Ultimate Team, you better be up so that 6 bills ain't nothing
it's
to
like
you.
footballers when they spend money on their teams and that, they got bare
Yeah,
bills,
like if you got
wages and
P's,
that.
fine. But if Ultimate Team's the reason why you're behind on your rent, you need to take a long, hard look at the mirror, fam.
I've never seen the.
Why don't you just play career mode?
Career mode?
Just play career mode.
Career mode? That's like saying go play fucking seasons.
Yeah, we'll do that as well. That's what I do. I don't play Ultimate. I don't even like Ultimate Team.
Listen, I don't play Ultimate Team
I play
anymore.
pro clubs,
You know.
career mode, seasons. That's me. I'm old
The
school.
closest I've ever
I'm
come-
old school.
Oh, old school. The closest I've ever come to smash my controller is the Ultimate Team. Like, some of this,
Yeah, I hate
that's why I
Ultimate
stopped
Team.
playing
It's
it.
jammy, bro.
But yeah.
And it is gambling, man. I know man that have spent P's on this, like, and I just look at them like, what in-game purchases have you guys made? Let me know the most you spent on an in-game purchase. I'll tell you a little story.
Yeah, go on.
I play GTA Online a lot, or used to more recently. Play it quite a lot. And I needed to do a mission where I had to do a supply drop. And I needed help. So I asked one of my followers on Snapchat, I was like, yo, anyone wants to help me do this supply drop? Add me up, we'll do it, cool. We're doing it now. Flying the plane, and this idiot has crashed the plane into the water. Now this amount of supplies I had probably was worth about $500,000 in game, and it took about 4 to 6 hours worth of work for me to get up to that point, right? I was so pissed off. I said, yo, I messaged him and said, you're gonna send me some money on PayPal right now to buy this thing. So he sent me a bit of money, and then I did it on top and bought a gym, I think it's Game Shark or Gymshark card. Game Shark it would be, yeah. Gymshark's a gym thing.
Yeah, Gym
And
Shark.
and then that's the only in-game purchase I've made. But
No, I've
I was
never,
fuming, bro.
I've never fallen into the trap of buying packs, because I know kids that spend. I know adults. I'm not gonna name names. I know adults that spend thousands of pounds on this game, and if you're not earning that back for like YouTube and that, what's the point of spending that? To be fair, you know, you get to the point where you've got such a good team. It's like, what's the point of playing anymore?
this, I think, will upset a lot of football fans around the world, and it was quite disgraceful, really. Neymar got booked for dissent because the ref tried to have a go at him for doing like flicks, and he did a rainbow flick on the pitch, and like, this is back in the day. We love all this. I still love all this stuff, but back in the day, this is the kind of thing that everyone wants to see. Like,
Exactly,
where's
man.
the game going now? Where we're telling Brazilians to stop doing tricks?
Yeah, like this one. So he got booked basically, essentially, for playing football. What? And the worst thing about it, right, is after the game, Neymar's gone to the referee and gone, yo, bro, why are you booking me?
Yeah.
Right? And instead of the referee going, listen, I made a mistake, sorry, and this and that.
Or giving him a
You
valid
know,
reason.
a explanation. Speak French. Speak French. What? Some referees are so arrogant, man.
Yeah,
you know, and they so full of themselves. They make it so hard to like them.
What I need Neymar to do is nutmeg him next time.
Yeah,
he
just
plays
go
again.
what?
Make it do a rainbow flick over the ref or something, man.
Neymar's a baller, man. I can't believe some people don't rate him. Some man like Laurie. You know, I think Neymar's actually second best in the world now.
Laurie's got an agenda. Let us know what you think about this whole Neymar thing. Do you think the ref was within reason? Because I've seen a few people saying that Yeah,
Who said
it's
this?
gamemanship. It's showing up the players and should be professional.
What?
I say forget all of that.
Bruv,
you seem to forget what people love most about
It's
Brazil.
not proper football, is it? You know,
is their skills.
slide tackle him, 2-foot him.
The skills we've seen from Brazilian players over the years, they've inspired so much techers around the world. We want to see more of that. I want to see more of that personally.
Exactly.
All right, so it's a funny thread that was going on Twitter over the weekend from Buju Bants, and he said, "Mandem, what's the pettiest thing that's turned you off of a girl?" And Lippy Lickshot said, "Non-Mohican," so he means Brazilian, you know, the Brazilian thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And he said, "I fucking hate that shit. Pussy looking like Arturo Vidal." It's funny, but that for me, that wouldn't put me off. I've seen a few in my time.
Football.
It's alright.
God.
Alright, so shout out to Chunks and Harry Pinero. Also congrats to Harry Pinero, Mirame on their son that's on the way. But yeah, Chunks and Harry, they actually went up against Leno in some content for Pro Direct. Chunks actually got a few techers on him, man. You probably get booked for this.
Yeah, we'll back you, man. What's that all about, you know? But yeah, he's got a few bangers I've seen. You know, a couple penalties. I remember he did a free kick with Kalashnik as well, put it top bins.
Could probably play for Somalia.
Probably better than Lacazette right now.
All right, so now it's time to check out you guys' comments. Like I said, every week we appreciate the comments that you guys send in. We really love the love that you show, the feedback you give us on the show. Listen, anything you want to see, bring to the show, changes, things you think we can work on a bit better, potential guests, leave in the comments below. We're making note of all these things, trust me. And so yeah, here's one of the comments we got. Laid Back Lifestyle says, "The thing that makes AFTV so massive is its appeal to every race/culture. Which show has Cockney, Jamaican, Indian, Nigerian, Turkish and old school Brits all unite having a voice?"
Now, mate, Brexit now, mate. 31st is gone, you know.
Half of them lot better get out.
Get out, innit? Go back where you're from, mate.
Marcus Alexius says, "This channel is more than football with that intro. Big up AFTV." It's obviously talking about the tribute you played to Kobe Bryant last week. Jason Alex says, "Jack Grealish is the answer to Robbie's complaints about lack of goals from midfield." I hear that. I would like to see Arsenal go for Grealish in the summer. What do you think about that?
I would love to see Grealish at Arsenal, but are we going to get him? That's a matter of fact.
Swap deal for Ozil.
Nah, it's not going to happen. Why are they going to take Ozil? And would Ozil go to the Championship? Because Villa probably get relegated. You know, imagine Ozil in the Championship. You're fucking booed left, right and centre, bruv. But after the game, be mad. Players just running to him, getting his shirt.
True.
Yeah.
KK says, 35 minutes never felt so stress-free. Good work, AFTV. Thank you, bro. Appreciate that. Noah Gray says, "This is easily the most underrated show on AFTV. I think it's brilliant." Thank you very much.
You hear that, Laurie?
Guess what, guys? Little fun fact for you, yeah? Our show is actually the third most consistent with the highest views after the podcast and the Buyers Premier League show.
This is going to get no views now. Because you just said that.
Listen, man, it doesn't matter. We still hit the averages, innit?
Yeah, alright, say no more. Yeah, unlike other
Make sure you
shows,
share.
unlike-
Make sure you share.
Unlike other shows, you know, talk is shape.
Bav and Laurie got this little competition going on
Do you
between
know
them.
the-
Every week they come into the office,
The Rio Ferdinand meme.
comparing the views and that.
The Rio Ferdinand meme. Do you know when he compares Messi and thing?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
So yeah, that's it. So like I said, guys, make sure you like, share, subscribe. Follow AFTV on all platforms. Make sure you check out the AFTV store for the merch. Follow me on social media at Lumos7.
Follow me at Basil In.
Make sure you look out for all the content that's going to be coming from New Orleans. Like I said, I'm out there this time. You never really see me on these trips, but man's out there, so it's going to be lit. All right? Listen, Arsenal, I need you to stop drawing. Please, can we win a game? What are you saying, man? What are you saying?